shivasta, himza du drago ku mumsy. Shivasta hova ku tu drago mumza quifa. You know what I just told you? In Slovak, I told you to go, mother. Now, actually, what that is, guys, is I have no idea what the hell it is, but it sounds good, don't it? Hell with it. Just a bunch of crap I've been making up. I'm thinking of putting a skull headlight on this. The one I'm looking at is about $139. It has a headlight and a mouth and the two in the eyes. And if I do that, I'm going to put my skeleton mirrors back on that I had on this before. Then I'll have the skeleton mirrors. Now I know what you're thinking. Those are cheap, but see, I don't have the average skeleton mirrors. The ones I got, of course, are one-offs. They're one of a kind. They're made by a guy that only makes these on special request. And I understand there's a lot of new people to the channel, which they haven't seen them before, so I'm going to show you guys what these look like. And before I go on, I want to thank the new subscribers for giving me their time. I understand your time is important. But then again, maybe it isn't. But I'm thanking you for it. I thank you for subscribing to the channel. Possibly maybe one day I'll actually start making maybe $5 or $10 a month. Any little bit will help, guys. So okay, let me show you the people out there that don't know what these look like. And then you'll understand what I'm talking about. All right, let me go get them because I don't have pause. For some reason, this camera I'm using does not have a freaking pause, and I can't find it. It probably does. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. So let me get one of these. Here we go. Okay. All right, I got one of them. Okay. These are real skeleton mirrors. They're holding the mirror as a coffin. And yeah, these are adjustable too. See, there's a little hex nut in there. What you do is you loosen that and the mirror moves. Now, the arm itself is not adjustable. And as you see, I had to grind that down. And I believe the spacers I have on there, I think I have to use them on here as well. But now some people don't like these because they sit up a little bit higher. Like the mirrors that are on there now, they kind of like they go off and then up, where these almost go straight up. But man, I even got her here on down here. Now, if I put that skull headlight on, guys, I have to put those back on. But I don't know, guys. Spending $150, man. I'd do it thinking maybe it'll make the motorcycle sellable, which I don't think anything's going to make it sellable. Not around here, anyway. So that's a long way off. I also noticed on the chopper here, and I'm sitting right next to it. That's why I tell you guys, I'm looking at it. I think the idle went down a little bit. That will happen on these motorcycles because they vibrate a lot and that little idle screw will start turning itself. It'll start coming out a little bit. So from time to time, you have to check those. You have to check the idle, and it probably needs like a half a turn, maybe a turn. But I think the idle is a little bit too low on this. I have to turn it up a little bit. It's like I told people, man, in the listing when I was trying to sell this. This is not a modern day motorcycle that has a computer running it with all kind of sensors with like a goddamn a cam shaft sensor and cam positioner sensors and O2 sensors. This has nothing like that on here. This has no O2 sensors. Now, believe it or not, it does have a computer on it, which I don't know why. I don't know why they put a computer on these. I could never figure that out. They should have just had a normal wiring setup. Which a lot of guys, they take that out and they change all the wiring over to Harley Davidson. I think they also changed the hand controls too. I think they changed those out too. But my the computer in this hasn't gone yet on me, and when it goes, I'll just replace it. I'll get another one. I'll get the updated rip kit that they sell. That's all. Guys, trying to get this out, man, and go for a ride is hard. It is really hard. Because you have to understand what's going on around here. The traffic around here is absolutely recklessly insane. They are that insane here. I mean, you ain't seen nothing until you come here. And that goes for all you dudes out there in Los Angeles, Atlanta, Houston, Florida. Man, you ain't seen nothing until you come here. See, because here, they don't get shot at. No one calls their bluff. No one gets out of the car and grabs them and beats the hell out of them like they do in all the rest of the states. Like now, you try this down, you try to tailgate a brother down in Atlanta, he's going to pull his gun out and shoot you. Yeah, but here, no one does that. Everyone here's a coward. So that's why people tailgate like there's nothing, like it's legal. So as a result, the people around here, they push themselves as much as they can. I've actually seen people getting tailgated going 40, 50 miles an hour, literally 2 feet off of a person's bumper. Naturally, if that person has to make a quick stop, naturally they're going to run right in back of them, and they're not going to stop and exchange insurances. They're going to take off. And there's already been a lot of hit and runs around here because the people around here a lot of them don't have insurance on their cars because they can't make the insurance payments. So I don't dare to go out in a motorcycle before 9 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning, there's still some traffic, but all the crazies are already on their way to work. The worst time around here is from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. in the morning. In the afternoon, I haven't driven in the afternoon probably in about a good 10, 12 years. But from what I understand, the bewitching hours are from, I'd say, about 2 o'clock to about 6:30. You don't dare go on those roads from 2 to 6:30 with a motorcycle unless if you have a death wish. That's how bad it is. So guys, as a result, I go on very few rides. That's why a lot of my rides are like I'll go around here. I don't have the time, and what's happening around here, man, doesn't allow me to go out to the country. It's going to take up too much time from me taking the dog for a walk and doing these projects on a house, which I'm, you see, as for the house, what's going on here is we're in a race to get out of here. Okay? Let me explain that to all you, because I think you have the right to know, since you joined the channel, you're a part of what's going on with me. So I'm going to explain to you what's happening to us, and the reason why I'm fixing up the house, and we're in a race to get out of here. Our property tax here is very high. Okay? My wife's on disability. She gets paid, she gets paid once a month. Or no, wait a minute. Is it once a month? Yeah, I think she gets paid once a month. That's right. In which it's next to nothing. I get paid once every 2 weeks. And I'll be 63 years old in 29 days. Now, the property tax here is so high. The school tax here is so high. I cannot stay here retired. I would not. Would last here maybe a year, maybe 2 years would last, and then we'd wind up losing the house because we wouldn't be able to pay for our food, all the other bills, our credit card bills, our medications, and we would not be able to make the property tax. So before I retire, we need to have this house sellable, ready, in a state of readiness to sell it. So that's why we are literally in a race to finish this house. So these projects come before the motorcycle. If I didn't have any projects, then I'd have all the time in the world to walk my dog Kita and to go for these rides and go on these goddamn pleasure rides. And all the rest of these bikers, they go on these pleasure rides. They go on these rides, these like these group rides, or they go to Sturgis. They have all the time to go to Sturgis. I don't have that time because I'm in a race to get out. We're in a race to move out of here. Because if I don't have this house sellable, I'd like to sell it before I retire. We are going to be in a jam. And there's all kind of forces, trust me. There's all kind of mysterious, unseen forces that are against me, that are trying to stop me from finishing this house. And I'm in a battle. I'm in an uphill battle with my meager wages. And I have no help doing my construction projects. Everything here comes from these two guys here. Everything comes from these two dudes. All that tile and all the remodeling in the kitchen and in the living room come from these two dudes. And everything else that has to get done here comes from these two guys here. So that's why, guys, I don't have this time to go on these pleasure rides, these pleasure cruises. Go riding out to the country or go riding down a turnpike. I just don't have it. And I'm not going to have it. Going out to Glory Days, I had to actually take a vacation. My vacation is from September 23rd to September 30th. Glory Days is on the 26th. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to make it out to that either. Because that falls... that falls on a Saturday. I work Saturday nights. Then I'm on the graveyard shift. That doesn't make things any easier. So that's my situation. And that's why I tried selling a motorcycle because it literally just sits. It's a waste to have it sit. It really is. And that's why there's such low miles on a thing, because I I don't have the time. I don't have the time to go ride it, and I'm not going to have the time to go ride it. I have time to polish. That's why the engine's so chromed out, because I have nothing but time to do that. That's another thing I want to do this winter is I'm going to take the carburetor off. I like to take them, if I can get the manifold off, I'm going to get the manifold off too. Because what I want to do to the inside of the manifold is I want to try to shine up the intake of the manifold a little bit to make it a little bit more a little bit more efficient with the way it sucks air in and the gasoline mixture. And then I think there's a little ridge in there. I want to try to grind that ridge down a little bit. Not a lot, because with my luck, probably what will happen is I'll grind it down too much and I'll make a hole. It's probably what will happen. So I'm gonna just smooth it out a little bit, and I'll try to shine the inside of that up. I have them little buffer wheels that can go in there, and I'll see if I can polish the manifold in the carburetor. Other than that, guys, it's going to sit, man. It's going to just sit and sit and sit and sit and sit and sit. So I was able to move that plug in my living room. Basically, what I did is I just pulled the thing out, I turned it upside down, and I put it about 5 inches over a little bit. And I think I want to put 2 more outlets in my kitchen. So I got to buy some wire, some boxes, and I'm going to run the thing up through the wall because I need 2 more outlets in the kitchen. Let me see what else I'm going to tell you guys. That's about it. It's like tomorrow. I have today and tomorrow off. I'd rather take my dog to the park, man, and take this bike off for a ride. Because I like being good to animals, guys. To me, that means a lot to see her walking in a park. It makes the dog happy, and I enjoy seeing that dog happy. Plus, the walk is also good for my health, too. So that's my situation. Trying to sell this again right now, I'm not gonna. It's a waste of 30. The ads like $39.95. So it's literally a waste of $39. You get these fools. I had 9 people that saved that saved the listing. But see, what you have to understand is these people, they think they're going to hit a scratch-off ticket, which is never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Or they think they're going to hit the Powerball. Oh, let me save this in case if I hit the Powerball. Oh, let me save this listing in case if I hit on a scratch-off ticket. And you know what, man? She gone. That ain't never going to happen. You're never going to hit the lotto. You're never going to hit the Powerball, Mega Millions. You ain't never going to hit none of that, man. You're better off to send me the buck or the couple bucks, and at least I'll make sure I send you a Christmas card or a Thanksgiving card or a Happy Hanukkah card, a Happy Kwanzaa card, at least once every 3 or 4 years. At least you'll have a semi-friend in Pennsylvania. That's all. Instead of blowing that money on scratch-off tickets, guys, send me them couple of bucks, and I'll make sure you get some kind of holiday card at least once every 5 years. Or I'll write a piece of paper, thank you for the $3, and I'll hold it up on this channel. That's better than you throwing the $3 or $4 away on a piece of paper, giving it to your state, and making money off you like a sapsucker. A sapsucker is a total moron. Okay, it's someone they goes up to a tree, like a maple tree, and maybe they'll see some sap coming out of the tree. They'll go up there trying to suck the sap, and that's not going to happen either. It's probably all dried up, probably ants all over the thing. But that's what a sapsucker does, something stupid like that. But that's what all those people, they thought that, oh, let me save it in case I hit the Powerball or the Mega Millions. They're going to hit they think they're going to hit the Mega. They figure, well, someone hits it. Why can't it be me? But it's not going to be you. Just like it ain't never going to be me. It's like if I would hit the Powerball, I would not even call my place of employment. I would literally take the phone off the hook. I wouldn't even tell them I'm not going back. I wouldn't go back. And I don't even need, guys, several million to do that. I would stop working with probably $300,000. I would not go back to work. I wouldn't call them or not. I would just vanish. I would just literally vanish. Because, 300,000, what that would enable me to do is that would enable me to buy another house and get away from this God-forsaken area. That's what that would enable me to do. Then I would be able to go out for a ride somewhere without worrying about someone running me off the road. Because like I said, guys, these every road around here, man, these people around here, man, they're in like a full-on rush. And that's everywhere around here. That's how bad it is. Even this main drag down at the end of my street down here, that speed limit, there's already been kids got killed on the main drag. A lady got killed and a little kid on a bicycle got killed at the end of my street. And they still haven't lowered the speed limit because there's no sense in lowering it. They're not gonna abide by it. The speed limit on my main drag here is 35 miles an hour. People do 50, 60, 70. I've seen people go 80 miles an hour. And this is a neighborhood main drag. It's like the semi-suburbs. It's like a semi-suburb neighborhood road. And I honest to God, I have seen people do 80 miles an hour going up or down this goddamn road over here. They're in a rush here. The other road that ties into it's Babcock Boulevard. That's 25, then it turns into 35. You have to do at least 40 or 50 on that road there. 40 or 50 miles an hour. Or you get tailgated, possibly rammed from behind. That's what they do. Or run off the road. Or what they'll do is they'll go around you and they'll try to sideswipe you. And I've seen it's every single day. They're rushing. The road's like a highway. They're rushing down a road to get to Route 28. Route 28 is like, you're not doing 90 on Route 28, and that's actually 45 mile an hour speed limit. You're going to do at least 90 miles an hour on Route 28. And it's 45 miles an hour. Nobody does 45 miles an hour. If you ain't doing 80 or 90, you're literally endangering your life. That's how bad it has gotten around here. And all this is because the majority of people around here are white. They're Caucasian. 95% of the population, if not 99% of the population around here is Caucasian. I have never been tailgated or road raged by a black American to this day. Never. It's done by all Caucasians, all white people. And a lot of them need their ass beat. A lot of them are in serious need of a good old-fashioned ass whooping. which if you do that, you're going to have an APB out for you. So that's why no one does it. And that's why things are so out of control. There's no police. There's no police nowhere. And that's what a lot of these people, they want. They want you to put your hands on them. Okay? They want you to do that. Then they're going to turn around and call the police and they're going to sue you. You're going to lose your job, your house, maybe your marriage, your credit, and you're going to go to prison. That's why don't do that. Because that's what these sapsuckers want you to do. Then they're going to turn around, they're going to sue your insurance company. Did you know if you threaten someone, that's considered assault in a lot of states? You don't even have to put your hands on them, guys. Make sure you read up on your state's self-defense laws, okay? And make sure you understand what battery is and what assault definitions are. You could swear at somebody and get accused of assaulting them. You could threaten somebody and you could get accused of assault, and you can actually go to jail for just cussing at somebody. Because that's actually considered by a lot of people in a lot of states, it's considered as assault. So yeah, you guys got to really look into that. And you also have to remember the majority of people have firearms on them or in their car. The majority, I'm telling you, 8 or 9 out of every 10 people now carry a firearm. So I don't advise anyone to go up to somebody in road rage. I don't advise anybody to do that. And I don't really want anyone to do that. Because it's not like it used to be, guys. It is not like it used to be. The mindset, man, like I told you guys in a previous video, Americans, they thrive off fear. They literally live for fear. They don't even know it. They don't even know what's happened to them. I told you guys before, man, no matter who becomes president, there ain't no one going to fix this country. This country, man, is going downhill, and it's going to go worse. It's going to get a lot worse no matter who gets in office. It is on a major downward spiral right now. It's not going to get any better for a good 80, 90, possibly 100 years. So get used to it. No matter who you vote in for president, man, they are not going to change a blade of grass. They ain't going to change nothing. You guys, you vote for whoever you want to vote for, man. But don't think anyone's going to step in there and they're going to change this in 4 years. That just ain't going to happen, man. That ain't going to happen, brother. No matter what kind of laws of the land they lay down, man, ain't happening.